Everybody, we'll be starting here in just a minute. I had to make myself a sandwich. I am starving. It has been a long work week. But today we're going to be going over a bunch of stuff. We have a lot to do before the start of GaryCon. The show is kind of the go-gets for it. I'll have to bounce a little early because I have to be somewhere before it closes, but we're diving into it here in just a minute. I'm going to finish the sandwich. All right, everybody, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Morning, everybody. March 15th, Rising Design. It's not going to be as long as normal. I have a lot to do before GaryCon. I leave on Tuesday night. So today is going to be going over everything we've done so far for Breachers Volume 1. I'm really close to print. I got a couple of art pieces I'm going to be doing tonight. Hey, no. I said no. Leave that alone. She's looking at the new paper that I got, which is the other thing I was going to talk about. I also found got a few issues. We're going to get into this too today, which is this fucking paper. Not happy with it. Not happy at all. I had to order second paper. It's not like second lunch. I had to order second paper. So we're going to be going over that. We're going to be going over the tables I made for the 4 different themes of Breachers Volume 1. I'm going to show you a little bit of the secrets because I don't think people will really remember them. But I want to show you what I did. I'll show you what we need to do still. Meatza Beatza, the Tumblr, is out. If you haven't seen that yet, Serving Hands posted up some art. We achieved a new high. We made a textured product because we didn't realize it was going to be UV cured. And because it was UV cured, we now have this textured tumbler, which is Awesome. You might notice later on that my spider is not sitting here. He's actually up in there now. He has decided to molt on the side of the cage. Not really normal, but I think he's just hella brave and doesn't care about anything but what he wants. So that means he's going to be getting a new cage pretty soon. He's going to need a new crib. So I may do a live rebuild for a new crib when I get a chance. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's go over some of the minor stuff. So I found sleeves. These are photo sleeves. Now the only thing I don't like is they don't have a hole punched in them. So when you're doing zine stuff, I've always enjoyed zines that have these as a slip cover, but I want a hole in them so they're easier to get in and out, like repetitive use. And this one does not have that. So here's what it looks like. So this is her thicker 64-page zine. I lost the sleeve to one of them. This is the new sleeve. And it fits. Well, if you can get it in, fits pretty well. But when you don't have that hole for breathing, like when you slide them in, you really kind of got to fight. But if it has that hole to push the air out, you don't have that problem. So snug fit for a 64, so mine should fit pretty good. And this has a sticker on the back that you can pull to fold over and use. So we got this. This was difficult to find, by the way. But this pack was cheap, so I'm happy about that. So that's number one. That's pretty good. I did a bunch of test prints over the last couple of days, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted my paper to look like. And I like this paper. It was supposed to be like Tomia River. And it's... I don't want to say it's not like Tomia River, but it's not exactly what I want. It was supposed to have no ghosting. And this is one sheet folded in half. Now, in direct light, closed, even this, you can kind of see the ghosting through it, right? Especially this way. Like, I can see a full outline in light. Now, if it's down on something, the ghosting is minimal, but it is there. And I really wanted a no ghosting paper, and this was supposed to be thick enough. I like the quality of it. I like it for drafting. And I've done a couple of prints for it, testing it, right? Mostly to stack it and make sure that, you know, when it was stacked, you couldn't see pages through pages. But you can for A3. So I had to order a second paper. Finding paper is very difficult right now. But my actual printer paper is like this same, well, it's actually a little lighter than this paper is. And the numbers did not line up to it being lighter. So I don't know exactly what they were thinking when they labeled this paper. I did get the card stock for the cover. That seems good. That's 100-pound actual card stock. So that's solid. And then I ordered another one. It's not the brand that I particularly like, but I think it'll work for what I want to do. That's supposed to be here Monday. The problem is I go to print Monday. So if Amazon isn't here with an early delivery, it pushes me to Tuesday. And I leave Tuesday. So that means I'm going to have to pack Sunday night. So laundry Sunday, pack Sunday, and then figure out if I do this. I don't think, as long as the print works, and I'm going to do another test print on Sunday of the full thing myself to see how it lines up. I have thicker 11x17 paper that I can use through this printer. The printer's got a feed in the back. All I want to see is if it lines up properly in the PDF. I'm going to make corrections on the PDF here soon. People who are in Patreon, or part of Patreon already, you have access to the original PDF. The live version of the Canva one is going to go out to everybody here probably tomorrow or later tonight to patrons to take a look at. That's just part of this month's thing. So we should probably, let's just go take a look at where we're at so far, shall we? So I've been deep in it. Deep in it. This is where we are right now. The only art that I have to do is the district map, which is already started. I have my rough sketches. This blank stays blank because that's a counting page to make sure we have the space for it. Hyperlinks have to be done. That's the last thing I ever do. I mark out what I can hyperlink as I go. I'll have to change these chapter headers as well. When I make the second version of this over for the audience, I will take the cover out and make the cover its own separate piece, because this page, and then the two back pages, this one and this one, get printed on the cardstock. Everything after this page is just, besides these NPCs, is just working pages. All were, yep, sips coffee. All these are just working pages, right? So I have to clean out all this, but I want to keep it because they're full of like assets that I've either made that I decided not to use in a spot. The doors here, different icons are here. You know, the art that I was working on, like concept for how I'm doing mixed media for this is here. So there's just a shit ton. Fonts, night work, everything. The different capital fonts. The rough map for the Anvil Run is in here because I'm going to re-ink it. But what I wanted to try to do is do a live trace on this and see what it turns out like. So actually, we're going to do this now because this is something that I wanted to do. The background remover, when I use it, fucks it up. So watch this. I can erase, but for some reason it fucks it up. So I just don't use it. But what I'm hoping is I can get a live trace out of it in black and white. And if I can get a good live trace out of this in black and white that makes it look Xeroxy, I may not have to ink it, which will save me some time. Because I want that Xerox look. I am going to do a super special edition of this on newsprint at some point where I Xerox the entire mag and then put it back together like I did it as a kid. It's going to be the kids edition, and I'm going to write a bunch of notes in it. I'm kind of excited to do that. I think those will be available for Patreon backers to buy. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's gonna be able to do it. It's the same problem I had before. Let's try one more time. It doesn't seem to recognize it for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's not enough texture for it. There we go. Ooh, the image is too large. And I guess it's a photo. What's the size of this? Hold on here. Illustration. Does it have data? Huh. I might have to do a shrink down of this or another size. Well, I'll put that on my list of things to do over here. Maybe we'll do it during the show here if time permits. You should see my table right now. It is just fucking covered in notes for this shit to do. Reduce map image. I have a really easy way to do this. I can upload it into something. So I'll probably export this, upload it into a program where I can actually make it the right size. So if that's the case, we're gonna do this and we're gonna fill it just enough like that. All right, well, anyway, we'll get back to this, I guess. So we have that here. This is the working map that I made. I made almost, is it almost all of it? No, I made all of this. I made all of this Breachers map inside the in Canva, all of it. And I want it to look like something that anyone can make. And as a cartographer, I wanted a map that is easier to read. I want to bold things. I didn't want a bunch of shading on it. For those who don't know how Veins of the Earth did theirs, I took that concept of dungeon delving for inside the walls. And you have horizontal movement, which is like top-down map like you would normally use. And then we have our vertical movement. So anything that's in a vertical quadrant means you're going up and down. That makes sense to everybody, right? What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy? So that means you're going up and down. So this quadrant here is up and down movement. So that means this road is on a downward slope. That means that these mines are dug up and down on verticals. That means that this fault line cracks sideways through. That means that this water is a waterfall that goes down and hits and goes down into a horizontal place. So it kind of comes out and splashes, taking you to another zone. Each hex is a day of travel. This hex here is a horizontal, so again, top-down movement with spores and everything else, and then this one is vertical movement again. Well, while this is great, these are all individual pieces, right? And I don't want that moving. So I ported that out. Lazy day, nothing wrong with that, my friend. I ported that out so that this and this are next to each other. So this will be the last page. This is the back of the book. This will be the inside cover of the book. And then this here is the page next to it. So when it's open, you have the map and travel times for everything. I think I'm going to add one hex is a day here, and one hex like is 2 days for verticals. I think I'm going to add that to the map. I haven't decided. And then I'm going to put Titan's Rampart across the top somewhere. I just haven't decided where or how I want it to look yet, because this is such a nice large map. I didn't really want to cover it. I figured you may know that's Titan's Rampart since it's here. I'll probably put maybe Titan's Rampart across this so you know as well. But roads, travel times and stuff, I wanted a key. So I did just a fun key at the bottom. I'll probably add a couple other things to it. I'm gonna sit down, by the way. I don't feel like standing anymore. I usually stand through most of this stream, but my ankle is killing me today. Previous injuries, man, previous injuries. So I think that this is a pretty good indicator, and this is the page before. This is what I've been working on a lot the last couple of days. This and the tables I'm about to show you. So we're gonna test them, because we're gonna fucking test everything, everybody. So every venture on Titan's Rampart is a dangerous undertaking. The deeper you travel, the harder it is to return. Breachers must carefully balance resources, route planning, and survival against the ever-present risks of the unknown. The wall does not give up its secrets easily, and every sojourn is a test of wit, endurance, and luck. So, core mechanic, time for a quick breakdown on how to read the map on the next page. After, you can add it, you can add to it, or even make it your own. Traveling the wall, each hex. 1 day of travel on horizontal, 2 days for vertical, because climbing takes way more fucking time. Really, I should have said 3 days, but I don't want it to be too realistic. Roads, zigzags, difficult passages, and environmental conditions modify these. Encounters occur once per hex on a roll of 1 in 6, or if it's a dangerous area, 2 in 6. Obviously, a GM could just set up encounters in these if you want an encounter. Food, light, and exhaustion. So, Veins of the Earth, we should probably talk about this. Veins of the Earth has a really detailed spelunking style, and I like it. I do. But I think right now, in the 3 to 4 times that I've used his full version, only a few players have really enjoyed it. And it's weird to me, because as a player, I would love it. But you have a weird sense of like who's leading the job. And as you fail through your statistics. It's a really different method. Like really, really different. And when you're failing through your statistics, you can pass on those failures to other people. Almost like Darkest Dungeon, if you're familiar with Darkest Dungeon. It has that kind of vibe to it, and I love that. 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 And I love But Shadow Dark is so unforgiving already. We had our playtest on Wednesday. You may have saw the art pieces go up. We had our playtest on Wednesday, and we had a person die first combat. Like, that's the kind of game Shadow Dark is. It's just, sorry, boys and girls, you got murdered. I posted that stuff up in the Discord, but here, I'll even show you kind of the art. But they got slaughtered. Absolutely fucking slaughtered. And it was to an Ankheg. And the Ankheg hit its breath weapon, melted her character into oblivion. And then after that, our dungeon chef learned that they have acid breath, so he has the ability to cook a meal. Look at my mustache, is a mess. He has an ability to cook a meal, and that meal allows them to become immune to that element for 24 hours, that attack. So they killed one, became immune to it as a way to kind of overcome it. But when you cook, you risk an encounter. And granted, that encounter can be hostile. That encounter can be a normal encounter. It could be people traveling. Like, there's tons of stuff that it can be. It doesn't have to be a combat encounter. And I think the more I talk about it, the more like I feel like I need to say that it doesn't need to be a combat encounter. Now, what I haven't done, I haven't made encounter tables. And I was going to. But I feel like I want that to be in the secrets sheet that comes out. So I may make encounter tables on a separate sheet for the GM, just so that if the players are looking through this to make their characters, those are theirs. Just like the NPCs of the setting are the GMs. So here's the person that died. Let me showcase this. So I have somebody playing, god damn it. I forgot to fix that pedal. Someone was playing a Cyclopean Knight, so I made him. Another person was playing a bestial dungeon chef. He's actually holding a knife down here. This was our second character that came in, which is a half-orc or orc witch. The one before was our little halfling sea wolf who just got melted into oblivion. And then we have our knight as well. I'm really enjoying this like splatter art style too. I think it's super fun. So they found out it was pretty difficult. The phases for how to do the Sojourn. I'm gonna read this aloud. I've read it a couple times. I want to know if everybody else thinks it makes sense. I can't show you a 2-page spread, but you can see what we're talking about here, right? So, because this will be, like I said, fanned out. Sojourn phases step by step. I did this because I feel like if I don't, I would be doing a disservice to the people who are wanting to be involved in this and run the game. So I had to explain how it fucking works. Okay. I am thinking about bolding this or increasing the font size of this one to 16, like that. But I didn't like the final output for it. So I may change the font for it, to be honest with you, or I might do this in all caps just to make it stand out, because it doesn't stand out right now. And I feel like it needs to stand out. Like here, hold on. Let's take a look here of this in all caps. I see it just doesn't look right. I guess it helps. Well, it's not bad. So here's the rundown. I put them in steps. I color coded it to this chapter. I don't know why that's talking. So Sojourn phase, step by step. Determine starting point. Roll 1d6 to see how many days deep into the wall the Sojourn begins. So this is if you are running your own Sojourn into the wall. Not a mission, but your own. And I did that because I didn't want it to feel... I want it to feel like you always start at the entrance and walk in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to feel like you always start here and walk in. I don't think that's enjoyable. To me, at least, I don't think it's enjoyable. I do need to add a road that you come in on, though. I just realized I didn't do that. Add a road in. And I personally, the way I would tell people to use this map is to pick where you're starting in the wall. Like which board side you want to start on. And I might add that too, actually. Pick side to come from. It should be pick horizontal side to come from. So that you're not just starting on this. I was talking about doing a die drop method and stuff like that for it. But anyway. Yeah, you gotta work today. Roll soldier and check. Int for mapping. Wisdom for safe paths. I put that there if people want to create maps. And I'm not explaining it, and I feel like if I don't explain crafting a map of the area as you go through, I might have to erase this piece because I don't think people are going to understand it well enough. Now, I have no space other than sojourn tables. And I might put sojourn mechanics here, actually. Like, this is table explained, and this is the sojourn explained. And I feel like I need it here. I might put mapping here. Mapping. Travel. Mapping. Because I feel like if I don't, I'm doing myself a disservice. Why is it? Hold on here. This is fucked up. Delete this. Delete this. And then here we'll do it. Int IDC, what is it? To create a map, each hex, which provides advantage next time you travel that hex. Okay, so that's what I want it to do, right? And that means you have somebody who's mapping. That's their job. Like, this would be their job. Oh, and then wisdoms to get through. I don't hate this. I'm just afraid I'm gonna have to rewrite this entire section, man. That's like really where I'm falling on this. I feel like I should say this is actually positions. Leader, WDC, mapper, IDC, climbing. So what would this be? Climbing, SDC, scouting, DDC. So these are the things that I think I'm going to have in that I did not do that I think are important. Sojourner position. Someone leading is doing the mapping, and then the person who's mapping is an IDC. The person climbing is a SDC. Person scouting is a DDC. Each player picks one position while during travel. Now this puts us really close to the edge of the page, which means I'm gonna have to fucking clean this up somehow. Maybe if I just get rid of positions or sojourn. That's close. It's close. This should be Pathfinder. So we have at least a mechanic for it. Anyway, the reason I'm talking about that is because in 2, you roll your Sojourn check. Pathfinder is WDC, all this kind of stuff. So I might put that up here instead. Anyway, that's what I had to work on today. This is the part I've been working on for 4 days. Roll a d6 per hex. 1 and 6 is an encounter, 2 and 6 in high dangerous zones. Resolve hazards, climbing, combat, climbing, collapses, tunnel shifts, siege works, obstacles, waller conflicts, and then I also forgot to put wandering NPCs. Wandering or static NPCs. Right? And then that means, because I did this, every time I fucking move this shit, I have to fucking move these. And it has become tiresome. Then you can track supplies and decide. Rest of the soldier camps are pushed deeper. Update the map. New discoveries, secret passages, road improvements, so on. Thanks for the gremlin. Yeah, thank you. I needed that. So this is the general piece that I'm working on, and I've been working on this for so long because I'm trying to keep it really tight. I don't want extra fluff here. I just want it to be to the point and go, because I want it to be a quick piece of adventuring. And you would just print the sheet out for yourself at home and have that map. And you would just draw on it, like literally just draw on the fucking map. Or if it's digital, you can draw on it digitally. So modifying travel time, roads, half the travel time. Basically, if you're on it, it's half the travel time. 2 hexes equals 1 day. So half travel time, 2 hexes equals 1 day. What was I thinking when I said that? Oh, because 2 hexes would be more. Anyway, advantage on soldier roads. So if you're on a roll, not on a road, not getting lost, you get advantage, right? Very simple. Zigzag paths are double travel time, 2 days per hex. So if you're in vertical, it's 4, right? Vertical movement, 2 days per hex with strength, dex, or wisdom checks, because that's what you're trying to do to get through for vertical climb, be agile, or plotting a course. Secret passages, roll a d4, reduce travel time by this many days, which is nice. You find some shortcut that goes through. Building infrastructure. It's building infrastructure is you can spend 1 breacher coin per hex, and it builds a permanent road for easier movement in and out of the walls. It's a way to spend breacher coin, up to you if you want to do that. Outposts and sojourn camps provide safe resupply locations. This should actually, because I've changed it, only say sojourn camps. Right? Force marching, roll CDC 15 if traveling without rest. Failure equals exhaustion or increased hazard risk. So you, I said increased hazard risk. This should probably encounter risk. Increase encounter risk by 1. So that means that if it was a 1 in a d6, it is now 2 in a d6. And if it's already at 2 in d6, it's a 3 in d6. Really pushing through those hexes, good chance something bad's going to happen. Rushing travel may trigger structural collapses or deadly encounters. Just the idea of when you go through and they're going quick and they're not being careful, that's when you really have more of a chance of bad things happening to you. Slipping, falling, you name it. You can push, but it's at a risk. I put a thing down here, shields of sojourn, circles are point of interest. I thought that made sense after I did it. Forts, ruins, road, dangerous path, secret path, mines, spores, water, fault line. And all those are on here. Encounter hazards, encounters and hazards, standard areas roll a 1d6 per hex, one event, 1 equals event. So this should actually be, I don't know why I did this twice. Oh, I think I was just specifying it so you had it next to the table. I don't like redundancy. Because that's kind of redundant. Having it there and here. Huh. I might have made this too repetitive. Trying to explain it to people. I might actually get to save this area and rewrite this area, which would be great. Equals standard areas. I'm just going to do the 1 and 6. 6 per hex. Roll on encounter table. I'll just say SD. SD. Can I just put SD, you think? I think that actually the encounter tables, I'm going to have to make encounter tables this weekend. That's what's going to happen. Damn. High dangerous areas, roll 2 and 6. 2 and 6 per hex. And then this is 1 to 2 level higher encounter. Actually, I'm going to do 1+ level higher encounter. Special terrain can trigger additional things. Okay, so now that's a little cleaner coming through here. And then you have your full version on this. I really am going to have to add a line off of this, or I need to put entrance here. I might just put entrance on that. And I think I'm going to put Titan's Rampart here. I was going to put it down here originally, or along the side. Maybe I'll put it along the side. Let me grab this. Welcome to design on Rise and Design. We'll do black for this. And it's going to be right. And then we'll figure out how we want it. Let's get it to look right first. I kind of want an effect on it. I think we're going to do a stroke. Color-wise, probably this or our blue. Blue blends in with everything else we fucking have. We could do black and just thin it and give it a thickness. I think that makes more sense, actually, for this map. Question is, where do we put it? Part of me really wants to turn this bitch sideways and like slap it here or here. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Do we thick? It's right, thick. Or do we do the blue? I just feel like the blue blends too much, don't you? I wonder. Hold on there. I don't hate this. There we go. There we go. So that's the trim line. And we'll just shrink it down here. We may have to, oh fuck. We may have to change the thickness on the black. Or it might be hard to read. Yeah, I'll have to change the thickness on the black. There you go. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good there, right? Because I want when you're flipping through the book to see the name. That's the reason I'm doing that side version like that. And I gotta add page numbers, everything, which I think is today's goal. Is I'm gonna be doing page numbers, which... Have fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on long today. I need to run to the post office again to mail some more stuff. I think they close at 4 today? Oh, it's 4. I should probably look at that, huh? Probably look at that. Let's see here. I'm gonna look up, make sure that I'm not gonna be late. What? I thought my post office was open. Also, Star Drew, if you're in here, let me know if you got your stuff yet. Because I know shipping to Canada right now is delayed for us because, you know, fucking stupid. Closed till Monday. Damn. Damn. Well, never mind. I guess I don't have to go. Thanks. I like the map key too. I think it turned out pretty well. So I really want this to work. Oh, well, you know what we can talk about? I didn't think about this here, everybody. So the page at the right is how Sojourn tables work. And it should be Sojourn and tables. And it's going to give you the rundown on how to roll for an adventure, right? Breacher Adventures is really what it is. And there is the medieval theme, and you roll on 2 of them for an adventure. So medieval theme is that medieval, grunge, survival, or fantasy. And those are the 4 tables you roll on, and you pick 2 of them for a game. And you be like, I want these 2 tables. After you do that, you do your Sojourn, and you set up your mechanics, what they're about, the map and the travel, what you're doing, and that's it. But what people don't understand, and I'm afraid of this, is I have the secrets back here for the GM section. And I'm really tempted to move this. And the problem I have is page count. I should say page layout. I think secrets needs to technically go here. As I think it should be adventure or breacher mission setup or mission setup, and then our Sojourn setup, whatever it is, and then it should be how, and then it should be secrets. But that means secrets needs to go here. And if we take these 2, so I haven't numbered pages yet, by the way, everybody. We take these 2 and put them here. That means that right now, ignore. First 2 page, second 2 page, 2 page. Oh, sorry, I did that right. 2 page, 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 Cyanite 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Keymaster, Breacher Gear, this next chapter. And it'd be soldier tables explained with this one. So it'd be boom, boom, and then these together, which I don't like. I don't want it to go tables explained, these two, this, these two. What if I just put the secrets with... Oh, could I do that? I could just put the secrets table here. Huh. I didn't think about that. This is the part where you just get stuck doing design work. Like, really stuck. If I do that, if these two are together, or no, these two are together, and this would explain the tables, the secrets, rolling your adventure, and then it would get to secrets. So you'd be like, roll story arc, and then this would be like, as you run more breachers, you should be letting out secrets per session. These allow players to start piecing together who, what, and why Titan's Rampart was built. What are the district's goals from the Baron and Baroness down to the Everfolk? And then unlock secrets. Secrets shape every soldier and rewarding curiosity and revealing the deeper mysteries of the world. Each session should introduce a new secret, slowly piecing together the hidden truths beyond the guild hall. Organizations, NPCs, and most importantly, the true nature of Titan's Rampart. Whether it's a political scheme in Everpeak, the forgotten ruin inside the wall, or an unnatural force. What the fuck is that noise? Jesus Christ, that was loud. Anyway. Or if it is unnatural force beyond comprehension, secrets should always feel like a step towards uncovering the unknown. Secrets change the world. Every discovery should shift the player's understanding of the Everpeak and wall. Players chase the truth, uncover discovery through clues, rumors, and consequences. Secrets lead to more secrets. Each revelation should unlock new mysteries. Below is a quick rundown of how to weave secrets into your adventures. Pick the method you want to use for the theme and put it in front of your players. Couple this with the secrets arc and themes you find on the pages before. I could just say that. But I really want it to be afterwards. So I think the way this would have to go, boom, boom, these need to go here. Genie, explain how soldiers work, explain how secrets work, roll secrets, roll through encounters. Okay, so that would mean 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Flip to the next page. How soldiers work, how secrets work, tables. There should be map mechanics or wall mechanics. Soldier mechanics, maybe. Boy, I had to fucking crush this down. I hate this. Whatever, it is what it is. I can't really do anything about it. I just gotta run with it. Sojourn rules, maybe? I could do rules. Let's try that. Let's put it back to 0. Sojourn rules. That's not bad. Oh my god, I literally have it at the top of the fucking page. I literally have Sojourn rules as the name of it. Just telling myself to rename it. I have a very long checklist on this side of things that I've done, and I try to cross them off, but sometimes you just fucking miss it. So you got your soldier rules, map and travel, and then the map, and then the back page. Okay, I think we're there. I think we're there. We have to design a page number. Fuck. How are we going to design page numbers for this? Oh, I'm a jackass. I do want to test run a roll, everybody, just to see what we get. Okay. So let me pull up mem here. Whoa, what's going on with mem? Is mem not working? Current subscribers only. Mem will be replaced on March 2000. Their existing memo no user rely on. Keep in mind. Well, this isn't good. If mem is down. Why is mem not working? Manage exclusions. Yeah, that's fine. This should be workable. Uh-oh. Hold on here, everybody. I'm trying to load where all my notes are. Really not excited about this. Really not excited about this. Does it work on my phone? Works on my phone? Let me try to allow this shit. V2 mem login. Uh-oh. Mem. Well, everybody, I don't know what's going on here. Mem.ai. It just keeps spitting out an error for me. That's really bad. I fucking use this for all the stuff that I do. Mem.ai. Mem. Why are you not working, dude? Not good. It's working on my phone. I don't know if I got a notification saying that they're down, maybe. Let's see if anyone else has said anything about it being down. Might have to message them, I think. Fuck. Keep getting the same crash. I keep getting the same invalid response. Oh, this is bad, everybody. I will not be able to continue the stream, unfortunately, if this is down. Because I, unfortunately, need it for all the stuff that we're doing. All of my writing for this is in Mem. It was fine earlier. It was fine earlier. See if they posted anything. A lot of reposts from these fuckers. You check my Gmail. Maybe they sent me a notification. Fortunately, yeah, that's correct. Mem. Huh. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Not having access to this makes laying this out very difficult because I have all of my write-ups in there. All of them. Final notice, your account will be automatically migrated 2.0 on March 18th. It isn't March 18th. After migration, log into Mem1 on any platform, redirects you to 2. Updates. Yup. I can download Mem for Windows. Let me check Slack. I'm in their group. I hate Slack, by the way. So I'm in there testing for mem, and I'm fine with that. But if I'm gonna lose the stuff that I'm doing already, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Pretty pissed. I don't want cobalt presses. I want my own Slack. Why? This is so fucking frustrating, everybody. I apologize that this is how today is going. It's the last thing I fucking need. To be 100% honest. To be honest. Let's see. We don't recognize this browser. Okay. Okay. You do know it, though. This is the only browser I use. Why are you being this way? Can't have this on the screen for you guys to see, unfortunately, because it's all passwords and shit. You know what I mean? Working on a final project and need my data from V2. I keep getting and going to the site. Nothing has changed on my end. What I'm trying to pull up is I have notes for what I want to do for all the page numbers and shit. I'm going to block this website. You can exclude it from the website by accessing exclusions. Copy to clipboard. Add an item. Add a website. Oh, cancel. Add an item. Previously detected exploit. Never had this problem with this site. It makes me think that all of a sudden malware doesn't like something that it has, which I don't know why it would. We're going to do malware here. Use the exclusion report. Guess I'll add one. Previous exclusions. exclude from all detections. Add a folder. Browse. Select. Save. Close this down. Let's try this again. p2.mem. This is fucking stupid. Let's try this one. Add item, website, save, load it again. I don't know what is causing this. Well, there's only one way around this. When I try something, I will know if it's my malware immediately. When I reload this. Yep, for some reason that's causing it. Well, fuck you. Great, I'll have to deal with that later. So, back to what I was gonna fucking talk about before this fucking happened. Thank you for sticking with me in the bullshittery of for some reason that being a problem today. I need to add the page numbers. Okay, so that's what we wanted to do. So to add page numbers, they have an automated feature for page numbers, but I fucking hate it. Not like troubleshooting live. Thank you for being patient. We wanted to roll up a sample. So, oops. Just gonna do that. Sample Sojourn. Okay. Sample Sojourn. So I know we need to roll, and I'm testing this because I want to make sure that what I've written makes sense and that you can actually do what I fucking said to do, right? So we explained what breachers is and everything else, the keymasters, what the points are, and then we get into the Sojourn tables, and this is the table area that we need to do. So I'm going to duplicate this one, right? We are going to name this one setting up journey setup, Sojourn setup. Isn't there one called that already? That's rules, Sojourn rules 2. This should be Sojourn rules 2. This is important that they're numbered because I'll run into problems when I go to hyperlink it. That's right, hyperlink drink. We need this to be, I don't want everything to be like Sojourn and all that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like it's too much. Secrets table. Animals. Medieval theme, a grudge on the side, one fantasy. Okay, that's right. Mission setup. This should be missions. Or story. Breach. Setting up the breach. Into the breach. That's what it's going to be. Into the breach. So we're going to have in to the breach. So this will get filled with Y. I think there's going to be setting up a journey, a sojourn into the breach, into the wall. It's as simple as rolling on a few tables if you don't have ideas or need to spark some new ones. So that's the goal. So this is actually, I'm gonna cut this. It's actually gonna go here. Like that. And then this one is gonna be something about going into the wall. So creatures are sent into the breach. Creatures named after. Creatures named after the first time. First time reached the wall. Reached into ever since people barrier realms. The actions. Action that saves them. Oh, fuck. Breachers. I like that, but I don't think that's what I'm going to go with. But it's okay. Just line up. Enter the wall. Reach into new unknown locations. And to recover the secrets long lost. The time, the growing stone. There we go. I like that. That's much better. So let's grab this one, put a B here. Boom. I do love how the B looks for this, by the way. I wish there was an easier way for me to like square this off, but there isn't. The only way I can square this off better to like give us space and is to bump this whole section in and do another line below, and it becomes such a bitch to do. So I didn't. So I just don't. So I just do a white underline there. And now this, we can move up to get that. There we go. Boom. Looks like our music's done. I'm glad we're back to working. Oh, I did want to see if there's anything new I wanted to watch here. Little coffee break, I'm thinking. Is there any... Ooh. Good one, Sean. I love that YouTube tells you when I'm live now. It's like if I have a video come out and I'm live as well, guys, check this out. It actually puts the fucking live logo now. What the fuck was that years ago? But I wanted to look at some other stuff here. I wanted to take a little drinky break. See if there's anything I wanted to look at in my feed. Messiest scandal, don't care. Plan to prepare, don't care. One of the best puzzles. I love this guy's stuff if you haven't watched it. She's dope too, if you've never seen her stuff. Oh, look at this. I had somebody just add people have been adding this for years, by the way. I just had this notification. People have been adding this character sheet that I did for Casey Rift for like years. They've been adding this. I don't know who this guy is, but cool. They've added it like countless times. It's like probably my number one added thing on here. See? Just constantly. Anyway, what I wanted to look at, see if they added it. I don't see it here. No, I don't see anything new. I don't see anything new that I want to look at. You can tell I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. This guy's great. I love Sly Flourish's stuff. He's been running a lot of Tales of the Valiant lately. All right. Well, I was checking to see if there's anything I want to watch. There is not. So we can continue with what we're doing. We'll just put music back on. I was going to take a little coffee break and watch something here, but we'll see if I can find something later on. We'll do... I'm getting music right now. I've been using what's this guy's name? He is Jacob Lizotti? He has a bunch of like 90-minute playlists that are fucking all metal tracks, which I've really been digging. It's great for this show, for fucking sure. So, that's the Breachers. Breachers line up the gate to enter the wall to breach into new unknown locations and to recover the secrets long lost to time and the growing stone. Setting up a sojourn. Those are just kind of like title entry ones. I've been kind of trying to decide if I really want these in italics to break up the monotony. You know what I mean? Because I would kind of like to break it up. I'm curious here. Hold on. No. I'm tempted to like kind of just do this in italics. Like, do you guys like the italics better? I feel like it breaks up the flow a little bit, which is nice. I might add more to this. It seems a little barren. I got a lot of extra space here to play with. And up at the Titans. Is that the name of the gate there? Fuck, I forgot. I forgot the name of my own gate. Hold on here, everybody. I forgot the name of my own gate that I made. Well, that shouldn't have done that either. There we go. What's the name of that gate? I think I have it over here. I redid all the names to make them fit a little better. Let's see here. The Rift Breaker Gate. Rift Breaker Gate. I knew it was something like that. Rift Breaker Gate to enter the wall. Enter the wall. Breachers line up a Rift Breaker Gate to enter the wall. Guild Hall summons them to breach into new locations. This sounds like a Star Trek write-up. You know what I mean? So let's go like this. Like that. And then we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, shit. 2, shit. There, now I can space it. There we go. Breaches line up the Riftbreaker gate. Oh, fuck, I forgot to italicize this because I'm a dumb shit. There we go. We're going to chop this out. And we're going to go like this. So much fiddling to get this to look the way I want, everybody. So much fiddling. Breaches line up a Riftbreaker gate to enter the wall every day. The guild sends them to breach into new unknown locations and recover the secrets long lost at time and the growing stone inside. All right. So now that we've talked about that, it should be rolling for setting up setup. Well, let's do setup. If I use setup anywhere in here, unlocking secrets. Just making sure I don't have any, I hope I didn't use the word setup anywhere. Is what I'm looking for. Looks like we're clean. Looks like we're clean here. Ah, damn it. Guild setup. I should put Keymaster here. KM. Make a KM. This should be roll a Keymaster. Roll a Keymaster. I added that as well. So, like, for example, I'm gonna roll. I'll roll in chat for this. Exclamation point 1D8. Let's see if our roller is here today. I got an 8. Okay. So with that 8, we know we're gonna have greedy, right? So let's go over to here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go greedy. This is our Keymaster. Greedy. Secrets level 3. Send spies as people to set up camps with breachers. Okay, that's a secret for him. Right? That's pretty important. We have all our breacher coins, and then blah blah blah. We're gonna explain what it is, the breach table, blah 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 blah. Let's go in there. We can cut this thing here, and then we're gonna delete it, and then we're gonna put it here, and then we're gonna slap it in this corner. Just so I like keeping these to remind myself what to do. Okay. Setting up a soldier into the wall is as simple as rolling for a few tables if you don't have any ideas or you need to spark something for yourself. Start with each sojourn should use 2 of the 4 beams found on the next tables. More themes. And that is describe breachers in Shadow Dark. I thought I put how to do this somewhere else, though. Is it in the KM section? I swear. Maybe I didn't. It is something that I designed towards the end of my design journey for this. Because everything started with these classes and the ancestries. I don't see anything. Huh. Okay. I didn't put it anywhere. I really thought I did. I'm just scrolling through to double check this. It's looking like I didn't add it anywhere. It must just be in my personal notes. I did italicize everything. I need to go through and do that for all of them. Like, I didn't do it here, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to fucking correct this shit now. I'm glad this is all that fucking extra time you fucking spend when you were designing stuff, man. It's just going through, doing tweaks, doing fucking edits. And I don't even have to make this one perfect because of the style I'm looking for. Did I put it here? I did not put it in there. Okay, so running a game in a breacher setting is similar to being a GM in any Shadow Dark game with a few changes that set you up to run the guild along with soldiers in the wall. As a guild breachers, we have a hub for PCs. This is what you'll be doing. Set up a soldier missions for the breacher crew point. Design the keymaster PC. Create locations for inside the Titan's rampart. Adapt wall monsters to its shifting stone structure and crimson mold manifestations. Build your own secrets for the Ever Peak and Titan's rampart. Most of all, keep the medieval grunge survival fantasy in your venture. That's okay. That's where I put it at. In this setting, players unlock lore and secrets as they play. No lore. What was this supposed to say? No lore dumps? Yeah, no lore dumps. Use a table. Secrets as they play. No lore dumps. Use a table below. I've designed your first keymaster. Your first keymaster. I should just pay in Breachers in Shadowdark. It's gonna be the abbreviation, so. First Keymaster. What is... Curious as to what that fucking says. Ah. What is this telling me? PTSD's players unlock lore and secrets they play. There are no lore dumps. So the first Keymaster. Okay, perfect. And then that's our Keymaster section here. Tip: when breachers come into the Sally Port waiting to enter back into the district, there's a great time for PCs to rest up, try to smuggle items in as they wait for the gate to open, and the guild deems the breachers safe to rejoin the district. I'm gonna have to make this slightly larger, I think. So just, there we go. About there. Perfect. Breacher points. Replace the luck of Shadowdark. Place the luck in Shadowdark. The luck in Shadowdark with Breacher points. They work in the following way. Start a session. Players roll a D4 Breacher point. Should be start of session. Players roll. Players start with 1d4 Breacher points every session. BP allows you to do the following. I'm going to put BP here in BP, so people know what it is, right? Every session, BP allows you to do the following, which can only be used on their character. No, I think I want to change that. I think that can luck be used on other characters? Hold on. I've not actually looked at the luck rules in so long because I have been running Breachers and not the luck-based Shadowdark. So let's take a look here. Luck. Luck tokens are on page 79. Sometimes the GM awards a luck token as a player, exceptional roleplay, heroism, or just plain coolness. Big sacrifices, moving speeches, incredibly daring maneuvers might be worthy of luck tokens, whether or not the character's actions were successful. Each player can only have one luck token at a time. You can cash in luck tokens to reroll any roll you just made. You must use the new result. Any roll. It doesn't say D20 roll. Wait a minute. It says any roll you just made. You must use the new result. You can also give your luck token to a companion. Huh. That means that technically speaking, you can use it to reroll anything. I never realized that. I'm gonna group these again. Which can be, BP allows you to do the following, which can be shared between characters. Which can be, I like the idea of being shared, which can be shared between player characters. So you can give it to somebody else if it's needed. You can ignore a D6 of damage. You can re-roll a D20. You can add a D6 to any D20 roll. You can add a d6 to any damage roll. You can add a d6 when healing damage. The GM can award more breacher points during the adventure through blessings from their god, relics, information, great roleplay, or whatever you feel deserves a BP. After each session, breacher points are re-rolled. After each session, breacher points wipe and re-roll. After each session, breacher points are re-rolled. Are wiped. It should be after each session, breacher points reset. Are cleared and re-rolled at the start of the next session. And re-rolled at the start of the next session, giving players a chance to survive the dangerous task of being a breacher in Shadowdark. So let's clear this up. I feel like this is wordy. It goes down past the book side that I want. I'm gonna stand back up here. I'm getting tired of sitting. Standing desk, if you guys have not bought one. If you work from home, hands down the best thing that I bought is this fucking standing desk. After each session, breachers are cleared. Okay. An hour and 21. We've done a lot here. Looking pretty good. After each session, breachers are cleared and breacher points. I'm just gonna put BP here to shorten it. And I'm gonna bold it. BP are cleared and re-rolled. Cleared. I'm just gonna put cleared. And I'm gonna put roll again at the start of the next session. I'm gonna say giving players a chance to survive Breachers in Shadowdark. Survive as a breacher. Hold on here. I don't know if I like this wording. Let me look back at the breachers. It should be breachers. Okay. Should be breachers in Shadowdark. Whoops, fuck, I went way too fucking far. Breachers in Shadowdark. Where are you at? I've written a lot for this game. Pretty happy with it overall. Not 100%. I mean, I honestly would like another 4 pages. If I'm being like 100%. The fuck is this? I'm just writing you. Here we are. After each session, BP are cleared. We're looking at the start of the next session, giving players a chance to survive as a breacher in Shadowdark. I could just write up here that it clears. I could just take this line right here, right? And then put it here. Like that. And then move this down. And then I can just clear this. And giving me space to do something else and really tightening it up. She is going to award more breacher points. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. And just do that. Allows, and it's a BP. It survives a BP. I don't think I needed that extra section. I think it's cleaner without it. So let's read it from top to bottom here. Place the luck in a luck token. Oh, fuck that up. The luck token is what it's called. In Shadow Dark with breacher points. They work in the following way. At the start of each session, players roll a d4. I could probably bump this down now because we got space. So let's highlight all this and let's just do that. Start of each session, players start with 1d4. I should just put 1d4. It'd be easier if I just hit 1 and bold this. 1d4. Ooh, fuck my life. Here we go. With 1d4 breacher points, BP. I'm going to bold this as well, just so people read it the first time. Every session. BP allows you to do the following, which can be shared. Following. Maybe this line. I'll go like that. And I think we go like this, and we cut this, and we do this. And we move this up. Zoom in. So we do this, and then we paste that here. And then we'll put breacher points. Can be shared between player characters. And then it should be after each session. Boom. After each session, BP are cleared. So I think this, if we cut this, and I think it needs to go here. I know. Move this again. I know. I actually think I'm going to move this to here. And put it here. After you see we have cleared, BP allow you BP breacher points. Players can do the following. Players do the following. 1 BP allows players to do the following. Allows players to do the following. Okay. Much cleaner. A little cleaner. I think I need to do this again. I think maybe this should be this, actually. Is this all lined up well enough? Edge, 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 edge. Okay. Add a d6 when healing damage. Breacher points can be shared between characters. I kind of want this to be... Do I make this one of the bullet points? I feel like it's a rule. Maybe I should make that a bullet point. I think so. I think so. I think that goes there. Right? I did like how clean this looked, but now it's all fucked up. So I gotta go like this again. Click that out, group that, make sure I can move it. Yep, okay. So we got this nice thing. And the reason, if anyone's wondering why I put him over this, I did it for 2 reasons. One, if I decide to do a black and white copy or a straight to text copy, I wanted those bullet points there so they were already formatted, because I'm Sly Flourish. So look, there's a, let me see, that's what I should actually look at. Sly Flourish talks about the way they are currently putting out products and things that other people have been doing. And one of the things that they do now is people are creating text-only versions that you can add to Obsidian or to whatever you want. And then there are other people making entire Wikipedia pages that are the data from their sites. And it's pretty fucking smart because that lets a person look at it on their phone really easily. I don't know if I would use it, but there's definitely a call for it. So it's something I'm looking at doing. I just don't know if it's worth the extra effort. Do any of you, anyone who's watching this, so here, we'll clip this. So for those who play a lot of tabletop games, do you want a text-only version that you can put into Obsidian or other markdown programs that you use? Do you use those on your phone? Is that version of a PDF you buy valuable to you if it comes with it? It takes a little extra work, but people seem to be using them. Do any of you comment below or drop something and talk about why you use it? That's a good little clip for me to put out. Well, there's some new news in here. Cool. Oh, I didn't know this was going on, everybody. Well, I think we're gonna pause our work, actually. Hold on. I just saw something. She's doing a Q&A.
Like the size of the state of Nevada, roughly, in square miles. And it is very, I didn't actually put Moore's and Motha in a specific place. I made mechanic go too deep. Because otherwise it's very unlikely that they would ever find Moore's and Motha because it's so huge. And there's
turn this up a touch for me.
And possible entrances to it. So there's a whole like subsystem in the Western Reaches GM book about what happens the first time the characters delve too deep and they find Moore's and Motha. And then that's where it becomes fixed in your game world. So it's likely not going to be in the same place for any group that runs this setting. Okay, so I'm working on a supplement for Shadow Dark focused on exotic locations. Got any pointers for Kickstarter? Start building your audience long before you launch. I think that's really helped us with the first go around. And then, you know, you all were here and aware of the development of this before I ever launched it. And I think that really lets you hit the ground running. So spend just as much time sharing your work out and finding people who are interested in it as you do writing. And that's what I would say. Comment, I just want to thank you for the design of the game, mechanics, and the Shadow Dark core book. I have a disability, and your excellent design means I can play when I'm low on energy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really happy to hear that.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know she was doing her AMA today. I'm going to have to go back and watch this and see what questions get answered. For those who are interested, I'll drop this in here for you. I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to go downstairs and get a refill of a drink. I'll leave this on for you guys to watch. I'll let Kelsey entertain you for a couple minutes, and we'll get back in design. So I'll be back in just a sec.
Very focused on usability. So thank you, Stacy. That's really good to know. Question. How much of the new stuff will you allow in the Foundry module? Oh, yeah, like probably a fair amount. We're working with Fantasy Grounds and Foundry as we can. And right now I haven't been able to do a ton on that front just because I've been so swamped with the Kickstarter stuff, but I do think you know, we're absolutely going to welcome getting stuff set up on those platforms as soon as I'm able. You know, I think that's really a lot of people like to do that. Use those VTTs. Okay, question. So Inkcasters are getting alignment-dependent spells. Are priests getting anything that is deity-dependent, rituals or spells or something like that? They are. Not spells in this case, not quite yet. It didn't seem like I had an avenue through which to do that was quite right for the Western Reaches. There will be a new knight class that, you know, full disclosure, somewhat like the Knight of St. Idris, will have the ability to cast some spells in a priestly fashion. And there are going to be more priest-focused things added to each deity's entry. But like, there's going to be more around like penance, tenets and common practices, beliefs, like how these deities are viewed specifically in the Western reaches, stuff like that. So priests do get plenty of stuff, but just we're not changing their spell list currently. Question, it doesn't seem like you have that big of a public on social media. What is your method of reaching as many people as you do regardless? Oh, well, you know, social media, I think everybody who's a publisher can benefit from being on it, but I think that there's a tendency to overfocus on it because social media naturally throttles your ability to reach people down to like just a fraction of a percentage of your followers. And so there are just more effective ways to stay in touch with your supporters. And I think like Discord's a great way. I've had an email newsletter since I started publishing, and that is just a very, very tremendous source of people who want to follow along with my work. And so between everything out there, you know, I think that my opinion is that the three best blends of social media would be having a YouTube presence, having a Discord, and then cultivating a newsletter that people want to read, not just something, you know, that I think that it's very important to put in the effort to make them fun and to give people cool things and to make it something people want to read, you know. That's it. I don't necessarily view it as a marketing avenue so much as just a way to share stuff with people. And then when you launch a product, you of course want to tell your newsletter about it, but you know, that's not its sole purpose. So, okay. Question, in your opinion, what is the best way to prepare coffee? Freshly ground beans, Polish single shot of espresso, and put lightly foamed, probably almond milk into it, or real milk. That's
I miss anything?
But I used to have way too much. I used to drink way too much espresso, especially when I worked in corporate tech, and well, I had to cut back a lot because it was. You know, it gives you power, but that power can be used for, you know, dangerous.
Are they talking about coffee right now?
You can't focus it. You know. All right. Question: can you show non-book items in the products? Oh, like what? Like hints of them on the Kickstarter page?
Well, that's pretty cool. I could just leave that on in the background for audio, but I would rather not be talking over her. I'm going to have to watch it later. I'll let that finish up because I don't really have any direct questions I want to ask. But hella cool she's doing a live AMA. That makes me very happy. Very fucking cool, everybody. Very fucking cool. So, anyway, back to what we were going to do here. Let's finish our breacher points up. For those who don't know, her Kickstarter is going on right now for her campaign setting, which is super cool. Which I think is awesome that she's putting out a setting. We never knew if we were going to get one. I just don't know a single GM who doesn't want to put out their own settings, so. Start of the session. Players start with 1d4 breacher points every session. After each session, BP are cleared. 1 BP allows a player to do the following. Ignore a d6 of damage, reroll a d20, add a d6 to any d20 roll, add a d6 to any damage roll, add a d6 when healing. Breacher points can be shared between characters. After each session's BP are cleared, so we don't need that because we already said that up there, so we can delete this shit. The GM can award more breacher points during the adventure through blessings from a god, relics, information, great roleplay, or whatever you feel deserves a BP to help your breacher survive. Breacher, revive the dark, revive the wall. To help, deserves a breacher, whatever you feel deserves that fits. It's fine to survive the wall. I want this in bold and italics. I think I kind of do I want to do a real artsy piece for that? I just did it up there. I don't want to repeat it. Breacher gates. Ever peaks reinforced gates keep dangers. So I should really have talked about the name of the gate here. Reinforced gates keep danger. So this should be Riftbreaker. Riftbreaker gate. Right? Isn't that what we said it was called? Riftbreaker? Riftbreaker. Yeah, back I know. Riftbreaker. Riftbreaker Gate. Yep. All right, so Riftbreaker Gate. Everpeak's reinforced gates keep dangers from escaping the walls, but they serve another purpose. Each act as a lock or sally port where breachers wait while their recovered goods are processed by the keymaster, and they are deemed safe to return to the district. So am I repeating myself there? Didn't we say that up here? Where did I... Hold on. How many times have I used the word safe? I repeated it here. Where else did I put it? That's fine. I said hit Riftbreaker Gate here. This should be italicized. I didn't need to repeat this. What the fuck is this gate for? This should be smuggling. I'm gonna redo all this. I don't really care. Creatures. Hide items they find in the walls. Walls for sojourns they take. But breachers are not allowed. So I should see breachers hand off all items found in the wall. To the guild. Some hide items they find in the walls for sojourns they take later, while others try to smuggle them out. DC. How do I want to put this? Sort of item to smuggle, smuggling. Every slot an item takes raises the difficulty. To hide them. So I know I need smuggle rules, which means that this big box gets to slide down. Also spelled sojourn wrong here. Why is this not like this? This should be like this, and this should be bolded because it's a fucking first time. Why? There we go. So let's slide this thing down because we're gonna need space. I'm gonna put it all the way down to the bottom here. Oh, fuck. Okay. So how do I want to word this? The goal of smuggling items in breachers is if you find something really good in the wall, you smuggle it out, you can bring it back in. It's considered marked as your gear because they think maybe you bought it or something along those lines. But oh, your gear the way back in. Let's just do this. Right? And we'll bring those things over. So it should be DDC 12 plus 2 for every item slot. We're smuggling out. Disadvantage if you are stopped for inspection in the Sally port. If caught, how do I want to handle? What should I do to a breacher if you're caught? Are you stripped of rank? Are you stripped of money? I don't want to do a table. I mean, I could make a punishment table, like a prison table, and put it in the secrets docs. That could be kind of dope. Ooh. I don't know what I want to do. Huh. How would I want this to be? It should be punishing, but not fucking like insane. Every gear what would I do? You're stopped, especially if caught. You could get charged BC. You could not get paid for your next run. It should be something easy. It shouldn't be insane. Caught. Roll on the guild enforcement table. So I'm gonna make a guild enforcement table for secrets. Or table secret in the secret sheets. If caught, or it should just be you don't get paid for the next job. Or it could just be disadvantage on all roles of the guild until next job is completed. I'll say disadvantage on all roles with the guild and district until your next turn from the wall. Basically, like time for it to go away. Like people forget about the fucking mistakes you made. Done. And we just got a whole other section out of this. That's awesome. Breacher gear. So we have all of our breakdown for the gear for people who haven't seen it, the battle rations, the siege blade, all this kind of shit. Now we get into here. And this is the area where we were starting to write up into the breach. Segment soldier into the wall is as simple as rolling a few tables if you don't have ideas or need to spark some new ones for yourself. Each sojourn should use 2 of the 4 themes described in Breachers and Shadow Dark. And it should be the medieval, and I haven't put it anywhere else. So I do want to put theme. Ah, fuck. Thick. I want to put theme. Themes. Is that the only areas I put it? Okay. So we need to put the bullet points. The bullet points. Medieval, grunge, fucking survival, fantasy, and secrets. We'll bold and italicize this. I think these are all important points. Or do we? I should put like a little table here. Should choose 2 of the themes. 4 themes. Describe Breach and Shadow. Plus the secret story arc. I'm just gonna put a table below. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna inject a tiny table here. And I might move. I need a little table. Little fucking table. Do I have a little table in here? What do I have that's a tiny table? I just want to cut and paste something. This is probably the closest. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need this through this. So here to here, cut, paste, right? We put it here. Theme table, right? Let me fucking move this bitch for a second. I'm gonna group this. I'm gonna move this here. We'll figure out where that's gonna go in a minute. And this should just be a D4. Theme 1. Theme 2. I'll cut this. Add a fucking column. Actually, let's just delete all of this. And then we'll add a column. Add a column. And then this is theme 2. And then we're gonna fucking move this over. And then this will be medieval. You know, you could almost just roll twice. Theme table roll twice. I don't even need this column. You can ditch this whole fucking thing. Theme table. Roll. Reroll duplicate. Roll twice. And then re-roll duplicate. Duplicates. Alright. So we got medieval. Grunge. Survival. Fantasy. Should probably put sample themes next to it. which I have. Hold on here. I actually have them. So fantasy is mysticism, the unknown, lost power. Okay. Survival and I have tables for this. Scavenging, vitality, resource scarcity, oh, you know what? Oh, I didn't even fucking think about that. I do need to. I'm a dumb shit. You know why? Because then I can make the second column a smaller font to fit this stuff without a problem. I mean, it's gonna be sloppy for a second, but let's just do it. Let's add one more table. Let's add one column, right? Because it's gonna make it fucking messy. We're gonna group these. We're gonna merge these cells like so. We will bop this over a touch. And then I feel like this is really big compared to this one. That's 10. These should be 10s. Let's just, first off, let's just hit these all as 10. Right? And then for the second table, we will copy this part. I'll just cut it, actually. Paste it. We'll go like this. And then I'm hoping if I do this right, like that, and do the dot so people understand that it is the next table, kind of like fantasy, blah, 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 blah. Right? Cut this. Right? We'll see how it looks. These should be merged. And then I'm wondering if I take, 10's pretty good though. If I take this down too fucking small, it's not going to do a lot. So if I get rid of this though, no, it's not going to do anything either. So this is going to all be 2 lines. What if this was this big? And we shrunk it and we put it at the bottom of the page like this, and we move this back up here. No, I really want this theme table to fit, so we're gonna have to make this fit and make it not look like garbage. That's gonna be the really difficult part, I think. I'm just gonna get rid of the dots. That'll give us a little bit of a space save. Like so. There's the fucking D4. Now we can move this pretty close. I just, these all bold? Is that the problem? This is all bold. That's the fucking problem too. Let's just unbold these and see if that doesn't really do a lot. doesn't really do a lot. I want this to be black. And I want these to be bold. I love the idea of the themes put here. I'm afraid that it might be too much. We're going to lose layout here. This is grunge. Okay. Industrial ruin. These are not sentences. And then we need the one for medieval, which I'm super happy with this, how this turned out. This took a while. Not gonna lie. This took me a while to design. Power. This is why I also needed mem to pull up. So now we got this tight little table. I could probably ditch this. I could probably make this black. Like if I went here to here, made this white, and then made the insert area black, and then we just deleted this. Like that, right? We make sure it's all crunched up, the best of its fucking ability. Right? Then, does this fit? It doesn't. Below. Hello. Plus a secret arc. Story arc. Maybe we can fucking shrink this down a little bit, right? Oof, it puts it like right at the cut line. I don't particularly love I need to shorten this. Soldiers on the wall. The wall is as simple as rolling on a few tables if we don't have ideas or need to spark some new ones. Each soldier introduced 2 of the 4 themes, plus a secret story arc. Okay, so that gave us a little space. That's near the bottom of the page for the cut line. Like, let me look at a shadow. I don't know if anything ever gets this close to the bottom of the page. No, some shit does. She's got a very clean bottom page, but some art breaks it. Tables break it. But text never does. This really just needs to go in this. That's my personal opinion. Let's exchange the world. This is just all secret knowledge shit, and I feel like I should be putting it here. I think I could rewrite this and fit this here. This should just go fucking here. And then if we can bump this whole thing up, like for example, if I went like this and put this here and just ditch this. Like, I don't think I need this extra fucking talky talk. It should just be start small, layer deep. Each secret is revealed. Sorry, each revealed secret should lead to an even greater mystery. Tie secrets to NPCs, places, and their actions. Let players earn secrets through exploration and choices. Use rumors, clues, and half-truths. NPCs don't always know the full story. Reveal secrets in different ways. A cryptic note, a hidden passage, a whispering warning. Secrets change the world. Every discovery should shift the player's understanding of Everpeak and the Wall. Players chase the truth, encourage discovery through clues, rumors, and consequences. Secrets lead to more secrets. Each revelation should unlock new mysteries to follow. I don't think I need this here then. So we just bitch slap this out of here. Bring this down to here. We can now broaden this a little bit. Each soldier should use 2 of the 4 themes below, plus a secret story arc. Feel free to pick the themes if you already have an idea, or if you are continuing a sojourn from the last session year you played. You ran. Right? That's really clean. Let me quickly throw this through edit. Done. Edited. So now you got now that's clean. Use 2 of 4 themes. I'm going to put that here. Themes below. 2 or 4 themes below. And then a secret story arc. Does that get bullet pointed, you think? Do we bullet point that? I don't know, man. Feel free to pick themes if you already have an idea. I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that spaced out, separate paragraphs, teachy. A celebration of food. We pop that there. We're good. And I could bullet this in, but I think that people can read the fucking section. They're adults. I just wonder if steps are better. You know what I'm saying? We have space to bump this out a little bit so that it's not on top of each other. I do think I'm going to try looking at this centered. I want to capitalize mysticism. And then we're going to link these to the other tables because I have tables made. So you're going to like that. I like that. I don't hate it. Medieval. You roll for 2 of the 4 themes, and I'm going to actually put them in here. Themes, and then it should be, let me get rid of the bold here. Medieval, grunge, revival, fantasy, low. Use 2 of the 4 themes, medieval, grunge, survival, or fantasy, or fantasy. Fantasy. Fable. Plus secret story arc. Fantasy. Oh. So there's a few things I want to do. 1, I want this to be linked. I want this to go to the secret. I want it to go to the secret table. Right? I want it to be a link. But I do not want it to be underlined. And then this becomes a table that will shoot you straight to the secrets table. Right? Pretty dope. Pretty simple. I wanted to do that shit. I'm going to do the same thing for medieval. So that goes to the medieval theme table. And we're going to not have it underlined. Then we're going to do grunge. And we're not going to have it underlined. Survival, same thing. And then we're going to roll our theme, and I think we're going to call it for the day. Because I have a lot to do off stream. I also want to get a little Monster Hunter in as a break today. If you're not playing the new Monster Hunter, by the way, so fucking good. Big fan of it. There we go. Now, this will get bumped down a little bit because we've fucking buried text, it looks like. I don't like this. Themes, if you already have an idea, or are continuing a sojourn from last session. We're continuing a sojourn. Feel free to pick from themes if you already have an idea, or if you're, or skip if you are continuing a sojourn. That's what we want. There we go. There we go. No. Why are you all bold? Unbold. Jesus. Will I italicize this? Plus a secret story arc. Okay. And that's a link. And these are all links. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I think I just need to make sure that this lines up. And this needs to go up to there. Does that seem right? I might bump this to here and put a title in between. Nah. Okay. All right, so let's finish our rolls then. We know that works. I'll reread through these. Why is this here twice? Oh. This needs to be something else. This just gets deleted. It straight up gets deleted. This needs to be something. Because it's into the breach, and then it's secrets, and then the secrets explain those, unlocking them, and then the secrets here. I'm a fucking moron. I need something to put here. We gotta fill this in. I'm gonna move this for a second and move these down because I may need those. So let's talk about what I'm gonna put here as a note, and then I'll write this tonight. Need to put info on tracking. Or no, theme overviews. Theme overviews here. Right? And this is going to be themes. And then now we'll have a theme overview here. For each one, we'll do medieval. I'll break them down like this. And then we'll do grunge. And then we'll do survival. And then we'll do fantasy. Let's unitalicize all this shit. Let's unbold this. And then it should be a breakdown. So it should be bold, breakdown. And then we're just going to copy this style. Oh, that should be... No, god damn it. Like that. Well, let's kind of copy this. I don't know if it copies the format every fucking time. Yeah, it does. That's what I thought. So breakdown, breakdown, breakdown. Right? And then so you have that, and these will go to the tables. So boom, boom, and then it'll be secrets, right? It's like what are secrets, how they work, and then you have your tables. Secret table. Okay. So I want to roll secrets and everything to see how they turn out. So let's do our secret table. Actually, no. Let's roll our themes for our first session, right? So we need D4s. So exclamation point 1D4. I'm going to cut this. We're going to do it twice. See what we get. A 2. There must be a timer on it. Okay. So now we're going to go to the grunge table. It sounds like most people are just listening right now. A 1. So 1. A noble's forces have claimed a discovered ruin, forbidding breacher entry. Ooh, that's a good start. So we got our first theme. Grunge. Right? And then our second one was survival. So let's scroll to the survival table. Right? And we'll roll another D10. See how this turns out. A 4. Cave-in reveals a fresh, untouched food supply. Who left it there? Okay. I don't like that this here is like that. Cave-in reveals a untouched, doesn't even be fresh. I'm just gonna say untouched food supply. And then I think I can bump this down. Nope, can't do that. Reveals a untouched food supply. Cut. If I see, the problem is if I do this, I think it's gonna fuck up. Yep, it sure did. If I bump, can I bump this back some? Can. Okay, that works. Cut. Back here, and then this will be our S. So that's our two themes that we're merging together, and it should say an untouched food supply. So let me go back in and edit that. An untouched food supply reveals an untouched food supply. Okay, we have our themes. Now we got to roll our secret. So we go back up to here. The secret prevailing through all of this. We're doing a D12. Exclamation point, 1D12. See what we get? An 8. So 8. An old breacher left a message on the wall in the deep tunnels. All right. And then I'm going to put secret like this. And then we have rules for how far in. Right? So we did that. And we're like, okay, this is all great. So we're going to go down. We read all through this and how it works. And it's like, how do we prep it? It's like, well, determine the starting point. So it'd be 1d6 days in. Exclamation point. 1d6 days in. 4 days of travel so far. So we're going to put themes. We're going to go like this, and we're going to go starting. Bold, 1d6 days in. Tell players after you start. Because that means that they have to gather supplies while they're in there and stuff like that. And then we rolled a 4, so we're going to put 4, so you can tell them 4 days of rations are gone. You've had to gather food the other days. Roll sojourn check. This is for traveling. Step by step. Okay. All right. So we know we're going to be a D6 days in. So I can decide where I want it to be. If it's D6 days in, I know it's a day of fucking hacks. I can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do it here. So I would start, and that's where I would circle on the map for where we're at. And I would name that position. I would put a title there for what this is. I'd be like, all right, we're going to be at blah, blah, blah area. Or maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going through all this and it's like 5, 6. And we're in the middle of going through this gigantic fucking dangerous area here. And that lets you gather maps. And when you want to gather like some lava maps, maybe if you want a lava area, you want to grab a bunch of dungeon maps, you want to grab some water maps, and then you can just pull them when you need them for the different sections. But I mean, so far, I'm really happy with this. And I love these tables. I think these tables turned out great. Like on a 7, if your level's 4 to 7, right? You roll and you're like, oh, 7. It's like the wall has shifted, revealing a door, but it only opens at night. Or, and this is all for fantasy, a figure wrapped in Titan metal is sitting in a cave, still breathing. We don't even know what fucking Titan metal is. So if you go up to like survival, they get harder too. It's like a faction is rationing supplies harshly. Are they stockpiling for something? And then the next one, I'd be like, the stars inside the walls don't match the sky. Some breachers claim they move. Why are there fucking stars in the wall? So that means there's a hole that goes through all the floors up to this gigantic hole. And you're like, stars in the sky. So like, they just have really good, I feel like these are really good prompts to create story for your journeys into the wall. The grunge ones are my favorite. I try to keep them all kind of knight and chivalry based because this area is a barony that has a lot of like knighthood and stuff to it. It's not a kingdom. So like a feuding guild hires breachers to sabotage rival supply lines. A banner was found in the depths, but they were never sent inside. So it's like someone died and you don't know who. The grave of a legendary general is opened and their body is missing. So there's just all these fun little pieces that I feel like you can really use to build a long story arc. And you can weave them together because if you roll a knightly order is hiring a breacher to recover artifacts lost in battle centuries ago, and then later on you get another one and it's like the banner was found. It's like, holy fuck, those are the same banner. You can kind of weave them all together in a good story for going into the wall. And I wanted chunks of information that you can piece together to kind of uncover the story, your story of what's going on inside. So I'm hoping this pays off. It took a long time, but I think it works. So I'm going to go through the rest of this later today. I think I'm done for the day here, everybody. I need to get something to eat. I want to take a break before I go back into this for another 10 hours today. I'm printing this on Monday. I have new paper coming Monday. I'm really sad that paper didn't work. Like, it really sucks. Really, really sucks. Because I really wanted that paper to be it. Like, if I got lucky that first time on the box, I was going to send it back, but I do like the paper. So I might print some other things on it because it is a nice paper for writing. It just ghosts, and I don't want paper that ghosts. Paper is very difficult to find right now. A good paper. I've been talking to Cree or Nick a lot. He's off running his game right now, or he'd probably be here today, but it's really getting hard to find what you're looking for. So, hey, Bats. So I think that's it for me today. Have a great one, everybody. Rising Design was a little shorter. I thought I was going to go to the post office today, but they're fucking closed. I thought they were open on Saturday afternoons. Oh, well. I'll have to do it on Monday then when I go run around. Have a great one, and I don't know, man. Go play some Shadow Dart. Go watch the rest of her stream. Turn it up to 11, guys. I'll talk to you later.